It's going to be difficult, Father.
All business is difficult. A decision like this takes strength. And strength is power, remember that.
Yes, Father.
He expects us to confirm his appointment to the board, instead of which we're going to dismiss him. After a blow like this, he's going to be against us. You can depend on it. The only answer is to dispense with his services forthwith.
Well, how are you going to tell him?
The truth, my son. The plain, unvarnished facts. That's what you're going to tell him.
Me.
Sit down. Now, keep it short, sharp, and to the point. Don't give him a chance to argue or talk back at you. These things are best done quickly, so hit him, and hit him hard. Come in.
Oh, thank you, Simon.
My son is speaking for us both on this occasion.
Oh, I see. Youth at the helm, all that sort of thing, eh?
Don't sit down.
What?
You won't be staying here long. I intend being short, sharp, and to the point. It has been decided that we will not appoint you to the board.
Not?
Under the circumstances, we feel that it would be unfair for us, unfair for you, to remain with the company hereafter.
Goodbye, and good luck.
Just like that, eh? You mean you're...
I really don't think there's any point discussing it further.
I'm proud of you, Peter. Admirably handled.
I still have a lot to learn, Father.
You will, my boy, you will. Now, you run along and enjoy yourself.
All right, Father.
Yeah.
Where needed.
A sheer drop.
Absolutely.
And no way down from above.
None.
Well, whatever it was, it must have flown in.
Could be.
The door was locked, securely locked. I opened it and found him. His clothes were torn to pieces. And the marks on him. He'd been clawed to death, as though by some bird. Some huge, obscene bird.
An albatross. It's got a 12-foot wingspan.
It's big, but not vicious. Supposed to be a sailor's friend. It's got to be a bird of prey.
Bird of prey. Cormorants, no. Darters. Boobies and gannets. Herons and their allies. Old world. Vultures, hawks, eagles, kites. Harriers, we'll get the golden eagle.
It's been known to attack man, but only in isolated cases.
Yes, but this isn't an isolated case.
Simon Roberts wasn't the first.
There have been 4 deaths lately in high places. It's very strange, you know, the way successful businessmen always live at the top of buildings.
And they were all businessmen.
And all apparently killed by a bird.
A high-flying eagle.
Well, if it's on the wing now, we can expect it any day.
Dear sirs, with regard to your outstanding account, you asked for 3 weeks' grace in order to find the money. Under no circumstances can we allow this. Correction. Under no circumstances can I allow this. And we will proceed with legal action against you immediately. There seems to be some controversy about our owning all rights to the book in question. I can state quite categorically that even if we have to go to court, we shall fight to retain our rights. We will fight the author, Sir Lectius Cray, and...
Door was securely locked. The burglar alarm was working.
Exactly the same pattern as before.
Straight through the window.
Opening it this time.
If it was a bird, it showed a lot of discretion. Maybe it was well trained.
We shall fight to retain our rights. We will fight the author, Selectious Cray, and...
Well, if the killer didn't fly through the window, maybe he climbed up the wall. Selectious Cray.
The mountaineer.
Take in the slack. Now give me a hand. Comfy?
Yes, thank you.
Is this the sort of thing you want?
Experience, yes.
There's nothing like authenticity.
That's the way my readers see it.
The third ledge of the Eiger. Always gave me trouble. Fancy a cup of tea, Mrs. Peel?
Lovely. Oh, thank you.
Not at all. Get us a cup of tea, will you, Tailing? Grand chap, that. Better than all your dogs. Only snag is that if the worst comes to worst, you can always eat a dog. I wouldn't feel right tucking into old Tailing. Tea on the terrace then, dear lady.
Fine.
See you downstairs, then. Cheerio. The main thing is confidence. Confidence in your partner.
As in all things.
Quite so, young lady, quite so.
My magazine has had rather a setback. The owner and his son died suddenly, in quick succession. I believe you know them. Simon Robertson's son.
Roberts and son. Both.
Both. You did know them?
Oh, I knew them all right. A couple of blackguards. Shouldn't speak ill of the dead and all that. But if you want my reaction, it's good riddance. Neither of them had a heart. Then there was that business over my book.
What business?
They published my memoirs recently, and then tried to do me down, tried to do me out of the profits. Me!
Must have been very galling.
There were times when I could have taken them both, but then that's over now. They're dead, and that's the end of it.
Well, you've been most helpful, Alexius. And thank you for my delicious tea.
My pleasure, dear lady. Let me have a sight of the old scribble, will you?
I will. Goodbye.
Goodbye. A charming young lady, Tailing.
What's charming, sir?
A little inquisitive, but nothing we can't handle. Huh?
As you say, sir. Good evening.
My name is Tailing. No, you do not know me, but I know you. I have been reading about your notorious exploits. Exploits. Also, I know how you have done such strange things. I know because of a letter sent to my employer by a man named Poole. I see I have captured your attention. Oh, yes. I have the letter here, beneath my hand. Shall we then commence to talk business? Naturally, we can meet. Shall we say around midnight?
The scientific approach.
The Roberts Building.
The ground below, height, wind velocity, temperature. I have all the facts at my fingertips.
Good. And what you intend doing with them?
Assessing them and evaluating them. Now, someone or something got from here to there without being detected. Now, there must be an explanation, and I intend finding it.
With a shoebox?
They laughed at Edison.
Only when he was serious. Well, while you pursue theory, I'll try a more practical approach. A midnight visit to Selexius Craig.
right where you are. Tailing. But what?
That's what I came to find out. It looks as though he's been attacked by a bird. A bird of prey.
Surely you don't think that we climb to the top of the world together. An experience like that creates a bond that's hard to break, even in death.
You came through that door right on cue, Sir Alexius.
I heard a sound, the sound of a bird. So I got Freddie here and we started searching the grounds. Then I heard the scream.
Well, whatever was in here made a mess of your desk. Is anything missing?
Nothing as far as I can see.
What about this? What was in here?
Oh, letters, just letters.
From a person named Poole.
Yes, Professor Poole.
Concerning?
Well, he was an inventor chap who wanted me to endorse one of his ideas.
What kind of idea?
Boots.
Boots?
Oh, no ordinary boots, by all accounts. According to the professor, when you put them on, you could walk up the side of a house.
Boots?
Boots. For climbing up walls.
Boots?
Does it ruin your theories?
I have two possible alternatives. The murderer inflates a small balloon. He rises up the nearest building. He fires a rocket line across to the penthouse. He drops a trampoline. He bounces on it. In through the window. Possibility number one.
And possibility number two?
He bribes the doorman. Boots, boots.
Special boots, just the thing for climbing mountains. You don't have to be roped together.
That takes all the romance out of it. Well, think of the Matterhorn during the tourist season.
The upper slopes of that mountain packed with sightseers, all out for a vertical stroll.
Vertical souvenir stores?
Vertical salesman.
Selling vertical souvenirs. The last bastions of peace and solitude are threatened.
And that's not the only threat. If these boots do what's claimed, we know how he gets to the window, but...
But we've got to find out who goes through the window. What's Professor Poole's address? Professor Poole, my name is Steed. This is Mrs. Peel.
Professor?
Peel. Peel Poole. Peel Poole. The Indonesian marsh rambler. Peel Poole. Do you know the Indonesian marsh rambler?
Not over well.
Delightful creature, delightful creature. What do you want?
We're very interested in your work.
We wanted to ask you a few questions. Questions? Me? No time. No time. Professor. Good morning. Good morning.
It's a very nice morning. Splendid flying weather.
I thought you were gone.
Ah, now, Professor, if you remember, you promised to show us your latest invention.
Nonsense. Consider the ostrich. What have we done with the ostrich? True. But could you possibly... To watch a man walking is to see a clumsy machine. To watch a bird flying is to witness a vision.
Ah, but even a bird has to come down to earth sometime.
Immediately. My work is to free man from his shackles.
And if not on the wing, why not in boots?
Precisely. Boots, I have work to do.
Mrs. Peel spoke to Sir Lexius Cray.
He told me about the boots you'd offered him.
Put 'em on and you can walk up the side of the house.
I know nothing at all about this.
Oh, come now, Professor, you...
Why do you persist in bothering me? Why can't you leave me alone? Wasn't the dodo warning enough?
Dodo?
Wouldn't leave that alone. Now it's extinct. Gone. And so have I.
Poole was lying.
To be strictly accurate, he was hanging, upside down.
Well, he merits another visit.
Later, after dark. Meanwhile, back at the apartment?
There's one aspect of these murders we've overlooked. The victims.
They were all businessmen. All ruthless businessmen.
The kind that treat their staff badly, grind their competitors under heel.
Sort of Dumaine types.
Eh?
Edward J. Dumaine. He's the current cause célèbre of the business world in all the newspapers today.
Dumaine automates his factories. Thousands will be made redundant. That is just the sort. Now, there's a potential victim if ever I saw one.
Fathers! Fathers!
Yes, sir, Mr. Dumaine, sir.
A pigeon, Fathers. That was a darn pigeon.
Yes, sir.
I pay you to stock this land with game. Pheasant, partridge, real game.
Yes, sir.
Then produce some, man. Get beating and produce some.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
And flush me out something worth shooting at this time. Flush me out something big.
The pattern as before.
And the bird has flown.
What's that?
Items found at the scene of the crime.
Your items are not very interesting.
It's a load of rubbish.
You know, I'm beginning to have doubts about this bird theory. The killer's too...
Selective?
He seems to know, yes, he seems to know where and who to strike. He's a sort of judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one.
A sort of winged avenger.
Eh?
The winged avenger strikes again.
He fights a lone fight against evil. Have a look.
Hold it. Julian.
Yes, Arnie.
Julian, you're swooping in on this beautiful girl, carrying her off to your nest, and what do you say?
Oh, I say,
Ah! You say ah. Well, for heaven's sake, feel it.
ah! Oh, I can't somehow.
Stanton, he can't say your lines.
Try that.
Yep. Yep! Oh, that's much better, Mr. Stanton, much better.
You see? No trouble.
Pity you didn't write it that way in the first place.
It didn't seem to fit with your drawing.
What's the matter with my drawing?
Well, it doesn't measure up to my writing.
Measure up? I should have said it was the other way around.
You'd say. My stories are the key to this cartoon strip.
Your stories are dull.
Dull?
Dull. My visuals bring some fire into them.
And where would you be without plot, eh? Where would you be without me? I breathe life into the Winged Avenger. I make him a reality.
Steed, John Steed.
What do you want?
Back numbers of the Winged Avenger. I have a young nephew. I said I'd drop in.
Oh, Gerda. Would you, look after Mr. Steed and show him the files?
A pleasure.
And mine, too.
I must apologize for my partner's bad manners, Mr. Steed. He's been overworking, losing his grip.
Losing my grip? I'm sick of your insinuations.
And I'm sick of you. Yep! Yep!
There he stood, large as life, flapping his wings and making noises.
Noises?
Ee-up! Ee-up!
It's probably the bird equivalent of goodbye, nice to have met you.
Well, I'm off to make a return visit to Professor Poole's. E-up?
E-up.
My dear Professor, what are you up to? Apart from the ceiling.
You have no right coming in here.
May we talk?
Go away.
I wouldn't dream of it. Now, shall I come up there, or will you come down here?
All right, all right.
You've been practicing with your boots.
Of course.
But the last time we were here, you denied having any.
I don't want everybody to know.
What about the blood rushing to the head?
Practice of the parallel bars.
Ah. So, the secret's in the little black box.
Magnetic fields, you know.
If you didn't want anyone to know, why write to Alexius Cray?
That was before I got a better offer.
Do I assume, then, that before long, everybody will be walking on ceilings? It'll ruin the carpet trade.
No, no, no. I sold the exclusive rights to the only other pair in existence.
So somebody else has a pair.
Our agreement was that the boots be kept secret until they had been perfected. As a matter of fact,
Yes.
he doesn't even know I have a pair myself.
Naughty.
You won't say anything, will you?
Not a syllable. That is, if you'll tell me who has the other pair of boots.
I don't know the man. The business was conducted through a third party. I did, however, make a note of the company he represented. Winged Avenger Enterprises.
Okay, fine, that's it.
Packer! Packer!
about the way our latest story's going?
As far as I'm concerned, it's going fine.
As far as you're concerned, the winged avenger should be omnipotent, a law unto himself. He seeks out evil. He seeks out men without humanity. Wicked men who don't deserve to live. He seeks them out, and he swoops down on them, and then... You are taking my creation an entirely different way. A wrong way.
That's a matter of opinion.
Is it? Is it?
How do you do? I'm Mrs. Peel. Mrs. Emma Peel. You did receive a letter from our London office?
Not a word.
Ah, now that was very remiss of them. I understood they would write.
And what did you understand they would say?
Well,
Goodbye, see you tomorrow.
Julian.
Eh? Oh, sorry. I forgot. Sometimes it seems like a part of me.
What is it you wanted, Mrs. Peel?
I represent a company dealing in novelty items, and we've come up with a very interesting gadget that might tie in nicely with your cartoon strip.
Gadget?
Oh, it's not a gadget, really. A pair of boots. With these boots, you could walk up the side of a house.
Up the side of a house. And across the ceiling, too, eh?
Struck a nerve when he mentioned the boots, eh?
Well, Packer laughed his head off, and Stanton looked a bit bleak.
It could be one or t'other, or both.
I don't think so. The Winged Avenger definitely works alone.
Look, that's a cartoon, a fiction.
After the fact. Don't forget Humane.
Who else was at the studio?
Well, a number of girls in various stages of exposure.
Ah, yes.
And Mr. E. Earp.
Julian.
I must say the Winged Avenger outfit fits him very well.
We mustn't overlook Julian. What do you think?
I think you should take another look round the studio.
Exactly. I've worked out a way for you to get in.
Oh, no. It's your turn. I'm going home to relax and put my feet up.
Up.
Hello?
Mrs. Peel? Poole here. Professor Poole.
Yes, Professor, what is it?
It is imperative I see you tonight. Now. At once. Right away.
You mean immediately? All right, I'll come right now.
Thank you. Thank you. And please, tell no one.
Oh! What the devil do you think you're doing?
Didn't you ask? Disarming you.
Julian!
Yes, Julian. And the professor.
Professor? What professor?
Poole.
I've never heard of him.
Oh.
And what's this? Arnie must be working on his own now. And writing his own stuff, too. Look at this. Elmer Peam? I never wrote a character of that name.
It's an anagram for Emma P.
Huh?
Let's have a look at these.
What's it all mean?
Huh.
Professor Poole! Professor Poole!
Come on.
It all ties in. For the past 6 months, Arnie's completely taken over. Everything I do is wrong. Everything has to be his way. He's mad. He's power mad.
How are we doing?
Not too good.
The odds are a little more equal now.
It won't do you any good, Mrs. Peel. I am the eradicator of all evils. I deal out justice and vengeance to those whom the law cannot touch, and to those who stand between me and my purpose. I am the winged avenger, Mrs. Peel.
Just a myth. A cardboard character.
Cardboard, Mrs. Peel. Cardboard. Creator and creation fused into one being. Indivisible, omnipotent, unstoppable. Nothing stands in my way. Least of all you, Mrs. Peel. Least of all you.
Macker's really got his wings clipped.
Oh, thank you.
Hey! I'm coming down.
Up.
Well, it's nice to be the right way up for a change.
At least you know where you stand. Ah, champagne. Now with that, we have a dozen Whitstable oysters. Plateau tout clair, rosé.
Turtle soup to you.
I know.
Le Saumon de Coste Bellevue with a 1959 Chablis. What did you
Premier
say?
coup. It just went with a wallop.
Marvelous. Le Suprême de Volée à la Kiev for the Chateau Mouton Rothschild.
Ah, deuxième cru. 28?
Huh?
A little younger. 29.
Crepe surprise, peeled walnuts and a tawny.
Or crusty port.
Well, it all sounds marvelous. Where do we get it at this time of night?
I've drawn it for you.
Ah. Will you serve or shall I?
I will.
Hey.
The benevolent avenger strikes again.